Welcome to VA Nights. I'm Tam Moonstar, and tonight's topic is testing. I had to look down for that one. I was going to do this topic tonight by myself, but this was an impromptu type thing. I'm pulling in my good friend, Kenny. How are you, Kenny? Kendra, what's going on?
Hey boo, hey boo, hey boo. Thanks for the invite. Thank you for the invite.
You are so welcome. I'm appreciating you coming up in here and vibing with me because we talked about this a little bit earlier, and I just wanted to get your thoughts, like pretty much not on paper, but on video on testing, on testing. So, like the conversation that we had earlier, it was about testing when different things come to you. For me, it was like different things that come to you. So say you're aware of what you want to do with yourself, you're aware of your purpose, and once you become aware of it, you tend to get hit by different obstacles, and I like to call them tests because I think that those things are there to see, are you worthy, or are you ready?
Right,
You know what I'm saying, to do
right.
what you said you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? What's your thoughts on it, friend?
I do believe that once you are in your lane and you have decided what it is that your thing is, when you pursue it, you will be tested.
Hmm.
And
Yep.
well, I mean, we're tested all the time. But I feel like when you're focused and you have an end goal, sometimes you are tested more.
I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. It seems like when it's more set for more than just you. That's what it seems like. When it's bigger than you, and you have to pull it together more, that's when
Hmm.
it seems to be more of situations. It tends to be more of like even your own thoughts. It'd be like all types of things that'll make you feel
Right,
like, it's you coming with oppositions, like the
right,
opposites are here. And I was thinking also too, like I said, about the thoughts. And when you start doubting yourself, that tends to be something where you are getting put to the test, because you're supposed to be like firm in it, when you got
right.
your mindset on what you're trying to do.
I think that we doubt ourselves sometimes
Hmm.
because it's outside of our comfort zone.
Right,
So
right,
now we're putting on a whole different suit of armor. So
right. I like how you said that. Yep.
yeah, so it's out of what our normal comfortable um life is. Sometimes our
Right.
situation, our routine is not routine anymore. We're finding our way. So when you shake
Right.
things up and you jump in it, sometimes you're like, oh my goodness, did I make
Right.
the right decision?
Right. Right. Like, wait a minute. Wait a
Right.
minute. Like, so I didn't know that was going to be happening. I didn't know,
Right.
mama told me there were going to be days like this, but God.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I definitely can vouch for that, with what I chose to do.
Hmm.
And the thing is, for me, it was it seemed like the moment I decided, Tam, all right, this is what we're gonna do. We're going to drop this other stuff. We're not going to do this anymore. We're going to dive in what we are supposed to do. I was hit with all types of things, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And I'm gonna tell you, I cannot even, I feel like I might be saying this later on in some type of other conversation, but you remember look at me. You remember that conversation? I know Nipsey Hussle, he was on somebody's radio show, and he said he went through all the emotions. He said he went through all the emotions to get to where he's at.
Hmm.
And that is, I ain't even gonna lie, I feel like that was some true, that was so true, because that is the truth. Girl, I went through like everything to get to this point, and I'm still going through stuff. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's like it's always something. And that's like that's a struggle, but then that's
Right.
like I said, it's definitely the test. Like, okay, all right, I feel like they they're saying whoever God, and he's just like, oh, okay, just what you said, that's
Right.
okay. Roger that. Yeah, let me get my notebook, give me to some the cavalry down there, something to just make you know that this is not to be taken lightly. whatever you chose to do. I know you had an example like with a friend of yours where they chose to, well, what did they
Start a
choose to do?
business,
Start. Okay.
and
Okay.
and was having just growing pains. And I
Mm-hmm.
said, this is your dream. True
Mm-hmm.
it be, but who said it was going to be easy?
Right.
It's a brave thing to step out and put your all in yourself.
Right. It
And
is.
that comes with its own set of hurdles and insecurities that you have to overcome,
Mm-hmm.
and
Definitely is.
perseverance and everything, that you to jump out there and decide
Mm-hmm.
this is what I want to do for
Mm-hmm.
myself is very I admire it,
It
because
is.
it takes a lot.
Right. Right.
It takes the behind the scenes that nobody sees.
Right.
You know,
Exactly. Yes. Them
not
times when you are just like, you want to cry. Them
right.
times when you were like totally over it and you don't want to do this no
Mm-hmm.
more. It's those times when you are just at the very end, you at the tip and you just like, man, like, I
Right.
want that security back,
Right. I can imagine. I
girl.
can
And
imagine, but
but
you know, this is what you were doing wasn't what you were supposed to be doing.
right. Right. And I definitely think like I like to think of it like as a higher thing, but it's all facets. Like you said, it's all type of facets. It's whatever that it is that's meant for you, your passion. I have a homegirl too where she's trying, her goal is to step out and have create her own business and have her own revenue and things like that. And it's
Mm-hmm.
just the security, it's the thing where what ifs, it's the worry of
Right.
how it could be. But listen,
Right.
even I said it's going, listen, if it's meant for you, it's meant for you,
Right.
and go ahead and do it. And everything will take care of itself. Now it seems like it's
Right.
not sometimes, and you just like, I don't know why this happened. So
Right.
I'm gonna try to swim through it because I a lot of times it's like it's like this. You like your head is just above the water and
Just
you just
above water.
and it's one more thing. Here's come another wave, boom, and I
Mm-hmm.
can't swim. So I'm sitting there like I'm tired.
You better doggy paddle, girl.
Right? I can't. But you gonna figure it out. That's how it is. You gonna have to figure it out and get it all the way together. Let me see. Oh my goodness. Me.
But in life we have trials and tribulations, and if you're
Mhm.
gonna fight, at least fight for yourself. Because if you're gonna have headache and
Yes.
hurdles on the job, might as well have those
Right.
headaches and those hurdles for yourself.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. And I was about to say they be testing you at the job, but that might be a different type
Oh
of
yeah,
test.
they test you at the job. You can put that out in any category you want. It is a test. It
Like
is a
they is
test.
testing your patience,
Right.
your blood pressure. Like, no, these really did not do this. Oh, okay, I got you.
Right.
I couldn't do it. My thing was I just couldn't do it. I didn't like you. I didn't like coming and then you want to like try me. You wanted to
Right.
you want to test me and just do all this other extra stuff. I'm like, nah, just you don't deserve all this energy.
Right.
So let's see.
Especially if it's not benefiting you at the
Exactly.
end of the
And it's
day.
benefiting, their whatever they
Right.
got, the conglomerate or whatever the situation is. Um, let me see. Mm, yeah, we almost knocked it out. Listen, goodness. I guess
So
don't go ahead, Frank. 'Cause I was
so when you have a method or a routine that you yourself practice when you're feeling like the waves coming.
And
Push
first of
yourself through, because it's a different type of that you have to have for yourself, because you're
right,
on your own time.
right.
On your own time to a certain degree. Whereas, for myself, I got to be in the office at 9, and I got to be in the office at 9 o'clock. So
Hmm.
I know I have to be in the office at 9 o'clock. Whereas you set your own schedule, so
True.
you push yourself when you're not feeling like it, or when you're riding a wave.
Right. That is another test in itself. So that is something where I have to have that mindset that if it ain't gonna get done, who else gonna do it?
Correct.
So I have to make myself put parameters out there for my own self, because I can
Mhm.
get easily swayed by
Right.
whatever, and then it's easy to do when, like, say I could be at a job at a 9 to 5, and then I open up my phone and I'm looking at Instagram, and that minutes go by. But when I'm doing my own thing, that is time that's precious that I'm taking away from something else,
Correct.
unless I'm actively using it for my business. So
Mhm.
that is something that I say, once hurdles start coming, I realize them now, but I try to intercept them now. But in the beginning, it was something where it would hit me, and I
Mhm.
just wasn't aware of it. But then when I look back, I'm not just saying, "Ooh, you kind of knew that might have
Mm.
not went the right way." So I try to be a little bit more mindful. I try to set things, like I said, I try to put things in place, and things that do
Mhm.
come without me knowing, I ain't gonna lie, I put some prayer in it, saying, listen, prayer and meditation, and
Mhm.
a list of saying, listen, this is what you're gonna do, you're gonna make it, this is what you're gonna do to get through it. I have to put solutions for myself. So I
Mhm.
don't want to, I'm not gonna sit here and say that, oh my God, what can I do, what can I do. I
Right.
know that it's always a way to get out of it. I'm gonna pass this test. We getting over this, so
Right.
and sometimes it takes me just sitting somewhere and being still and
Right.
taking it all in, and then I'm able to, like, go forth. And once I realize that I like I say, pass the test or whatever, it seems like the next step is easier. It seems like
Mhm.
I can move a little bit, it flows more, it flows better. So because I like to think that we make it too hard, but
Mhm.
some things are meant to be that way, but some things,
Mhm.
a lot of times, it's not. I think we overthink things, we tend to put things in the wrong perspective. So I try
Mhm.
to um alleviate all that and just say, listen, just try to open it up and say, this is what I got,
Deal with the deal
this
with
is
the
how I'm
meat
gonna
and
deal with it.
bones
Yep,
of it,
yep.
and not the woulda, shoulda, coulda, wouldas, what
Right,
if,
right.
and all those other factors
Because
that
you
I can't.
already in it. Once you've already made that first step,
Right.
you in it. Like, go to the next one,
Right.
go up, keep going up, keep trying to do it, and get to the point that you're supposed to be at. So,
Mhm.
but I understand it is a struggle, and it does tear you up on the inside. Or later on, once everything gets settled, that could be a whole nother conversation. Girl. Woo. Mm,
Yes, yes.
mm, mm.
I can't agree with you that any test that we may come across,
Mhm.
I do believe that sometimes is we just don't keep it simple enough. It's
Oh,
as simple as
right.
A, B, and C.
Right, right, right. We definitely put things, do too much, and rely, and influences. I do think of influences make the difference a lot too. You
Mhm.
allow other people to make influence you.
Mhm.
Um, it is, you gotta live. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be
Right.
able to put food on the table and things like that. And so that could be the case, like I say, with the security, it is it can be a lot of different things, but you gotta just keep pressing and keep trying to move forward, because it's worth it in the end. I'm starting to see the light. So
Good, 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 good. As long as you
I'm
see
like,
the
yeah,
light,
Oh yes, I'm just like, whew, yeah,
Through it
okay.
all.
Yes. Woo-wee. So I definitely respect the tests. I definitely respect the hustle. I respect the all the situations that I have been in to get me to the point I am now. And whoever is going through whatever they're going through, I would say the same thing. Just put your best foot forward and do the best you can and try to make the best decisions. Try to have true discernment of what you you need to do in any situations in your life.
Right.
So, oh, girl, but
I agree with, and to piggyback off of that, I just say everything is temporary.
mm-hmm.
Everything is
Right,
temporary.
right,
Everything be fixed.
right,
Anything could be fixed.
right. Exactly, exactly.
That is how I try not to stress myself out, and how I try to get through things. Like, everything's
Right.
temporary. This is just a moment.
It is. It definitely is. And I go back to that saying, trouble don't last always.
Right.
You gonna get through it. And the only way to get through it is to go through it.
Right. It's to go through it.
Yes, don't
With
stay stuck in it.
fun.
You
Yes.
have to go through it, because that
Right.
that ain't doing nothing good for you, especially when
Mhm.
you you are destined for something great,
Right.
especially when you are meant for to do what you're supposed to do in this world. Don't let all this stuff that happened to you or you're going through stop you from being great. Go
Right.
kick the test ass, you know what I'm saying? And it'll
Right.
be all right. It'll
And
work.
one day it might even be funny. Not at the
Might.
moment. Not at the moment. But maybe you
Right.
can look back and say, remember
Yes, exactly.
when?
Exactly. Yes. When
Mhm.
you get through that forest, girl, you look back. Whew, that was all right. I ain't going through it
Right.
again, but it was I'm okay, but yeah,
Right.
but definitely not when you win it, girl. That's
Right.
ooh, oh, girl. Mm, mm.
Mm-hmm.
We can talk offline about that one.
Yes.
That's a struggle. But then
Yes.
I also say just to go back on the last video that I had posted, what support, I also say support definitely makes a difference when it comes to
Correct.
you going through the situations and succeeding in them. Having
Absolutely.
people there to make sure, like say, to help you and guide you and just whatever they can do to help you make it easier, make it not so hard, and ease them rough
Right.
edges. That's a blessing.
Check in. Just
Hmm.
to check in with you.
It makes
How are you?
it definitely makes a
Mhm.
difference, and I didn't realize that till I got old, because when I was younger I was just like, that's it, and we nobody had no conversation, man, but as I start getting older, i
Mhm.
I appreciate just the fact that you thought of me, and the fact
Right.
that you're checking on me and you say, hey, good morning,
Right.
smiley face, something, just those type of ways, not those ones where, like, good morning, love, just let's bring something else to the table. But that ain't got nothing to do with that. That's generally speaking. That's what I see like on Instagram. That be cracking me up. But just just to say that means a lot,
Right.
So it definitely is appreciative. So whether it can be
Right.
a relationship, it's starting your business, being in your purpose, doing your soul mission, whatever it is, it is going to work out, because you got to be,
Right.
determined, and you're going to get to every level that you need to get to until you reach success. And no telling,
Right.
I don't know what it is for anybody else, but I know what it is for me. So
Right.
I'm trying to get there. So, and I appreciate your support, friend. So I'm gonna say that too. You got to give people their flowers while they
You're right. Right.
here.
Right. True.
So thank
You
I
you
appreciate
just
you
don't.
having this conversation with me at the last minute. That right there, girl. We just finished. I talked to you an hour or two ago. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, come on, let's do this real quick.
Right.
Thank you so much for that, friend.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate
Absolutely.
it, with that.
Because I love you.
And I love you too, friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So,
Absolutely. Anytime.
yes, and I know you took some time out your night. So like I said, I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
To everybody else, thank you. Thank you so much for taking the time. If you got any comments, put them down below. Like, share, subscribe, and until next time, peace.